stuff. This will be interesting. I can't even see if anyone. All right. Hello, anyone that is on at the moment. I'm doing some different things today. I'll explain why very soon. Let's have a look here. All right. Okay. So for anyone that's joining me right now and is wondering why I look like a deer in the headlights, it's because I'm actually streaming to 3 different spots at the moment for the first time. So normally I'd be streaming just to either YouTube or just to Facebook. Today I'm trying out a service called restream.io. Can't talk today. And hence why anyone that normally joins me on Facebook, if it's wondering why it's not on Facebook, Adam B. Metal, it's on my own personal Facebook. It's because I need to pay for a Restream subscription to get it onto public pages, which I'm not 100% ready to do yet because I'm trying to see how this thing works. Michael, I can see your comment on YouTube. Hello. And what I want to know is, can I see that comment anywhere else? Just trying to learn the whole thing. It's like a pretty daunting sort of setup here. I'm also streaming to Twitch at the moment as well. I don't really use Twitch a lot. I want to use it more. So I think what better way to use it than to use it myself. But yeah, that's also very, very confusing as well, because I'm trying to figure out whether or not it's working on this end as well. So far so good. Seems okay for the moment. I really wish there was a spot where I could just see all the chat in one area. That would be great, rather than having lots of different windows open. But we will persevere. So today, nice cruisy one. Nothing too crazy today. I may or may not do some writing. We'll see how we go. But today, I really wanted to have a play around with my new toy, which is there we go. I've killed my stream. Apparently, is that back, Michael? Am I back on? Looks like I'm online everywhere. I can see yours, Red. How you doing, man? I'm looking. So at the moment, I'm looking at chat on separate windows for Facebook and YouTube. No one's commented on Facebook just yet, which is fine. Oh, you suck. There we go. So I'm trying to give myself a bit of a thing here. I can actually see everything. Oh, it's so confusing. Okay, let's put that there. And Twitch, I have no idea what the Twitch chat is, but anyway, it'll all appear as I go, as I play around with all this stuff. By the looks of it, the Twitch feed's quite a ways behind. Anyway, I am playing around with this new toy today as I play around with this stream thing. This is the Neural DSP Achetype Nolly plugin. Neural DSP have a Black Friday sale on at the moment, and all their Daniel, you mean, Michael? You mean Daniel? As in Daniel and January. Anyone who hasn't watched the Auntie Donna series on Netflix yet will not know what we're talking about. Sorry, getting off track here. There we go. So basically, yeah, I decided to pick up the Nolly Archetype plugin, 50% off. Can't really go wrong with that. It's a pretty great deal. I nearly bought the Pliny one. I didn't love the dirty tones on the Pliny one as much as I love the dirty tones on this. The clean tones on the Pliny one are very good though, but I was able to compensate a little bit with what they've got here on this particular one as well. So I'm going to run through some of the presets just for a bit of fun. I've made one myself, which I'll come back to later, but and I'm going to switch guitars because this one's a little noisy. So I'll switch to the Les Paul, and it won't be quite as noisy. We can have a bit of a look at this. It's pretty good so far. I'm really enjoying it. I wasn't unhappy with my current setup at all. Was really quite happy with it for what I was doing. But when you get the opportunity to buy a plugin of this quality for so cheap, you sort of jump at it regardless, because it's just a handy. Mike, I can see your comment on Facebook. Thank you for that. That is very helpful. I just wish there was a way to see it all in one spot, but I'll come back to that another time. I don't need to do that right now. But thank you. That's very helpful. When you've got the opportunity to buy a plugin of this quality at that price, you kind of just jump on it, I think. I did the same thing with the STL tonality plugin that I bought a long time ago now. And that's done me really well for a long time, actually. But it's like anything. You use a piece of gear for a while, and it gets a little stale, and it's good to get something new and play around with it. It's all right. Massive delay in the chat. Yeah, I reckon that's a product of the service, the streaming service, because it's going out to 3 different things at once. Maybe that's a reason why it's such a massive delay. Which 2-minute delay? Yeah, right. That's hectic. Maybe that's a part of the free thing as well. Like if you pay money, you get a higher bandwidth or something like that. But we'll try it out for today. I really want this option to be able to stream to multiple places. But if it's too much of a pain in the butt, then maybe we'll go back to just one or the other. But we'll see how we go. YouTube seems to work pretty well by itself. But so back to the plugin. Basically, it is a there is 4 amps, which is crazy. Let me just have a look. I'm gonna run through them here real quick. So it's like a clean style amp, which is really good. A sort of bit of everything amp. Does a bit of crunch, does a bit of clean, does a bit of high gain. Then there's an actual high gain. And then, hey Lenny, how you doing? I can see your comment on Facebook, which is lovely. And the last one is like a lunchbox style, like low wattage. I think it's a low wattage lunchbox style amp. So yeah, it's this is really good, Lenny. It's like I was saying earlier, I didn't necessarily need a new plugin, but they're all 50% off at the moment, so I'm like, why not? And this one in particular is great because with the 4 heads, you've actually got 4 cabs as well. So you can let's just see. There we go. Yeah, it's 4 different cabs as well. I don't know the exact models. There's I mean, supposedly this is possibly like a Morgan or something like that. This is apparently like a JCM 800. This is clearly a 5150. Yeah, highly recommend it, Lenny. Yeah. And this is, I think it's meant to be a Victory Kraken, I think it is. Or a V30 or something. I'm not quite sure. I don't really know much about Victory amps, but they all sound really, really good. And the cabs, I'm not sure what the model of cabs are, but the one thing this does that this tonality amp sim doesn't do, which I really like, is it gives you the option to position mics, change mics, all that sort of thing as well. The tonality one, you just get amp models, and that's it. I think we might only have dry guitar on the stream. There's no distortion on it at all. I wonder why that would be. All right, bear with me for a second. I'm just gonna mute myself. Sounds like there's no guitar coming through. Like I said, this is a test today. Let's see if this actually works. I can hear it through here, that's for sure, but that doesn't mean anything. There's still no guitar, guys. The loopback says it's going, but that doesn't mean anything. No, you're right, Red. Today is just a test for this new stuff, like to try and get it all working. But I appreciate you jumping in at all, mate. It's great. Oh, you know what? Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Don't worry. Okay. Tell me. How's that? Is that better? I'm going to assume it's better. There, that delay is something else, isn't it? Oh ho ho! I'm going to assume that means it's working. Awesome. There we go. I forgot. I usually when I'm running plugins, I'm usually not running the standalone. That should be hopefully working on Facebook as well. Now as well, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Because I use this. Where is it? This is the program I use to virtually route everything. So currently this is my stream setup. So I've got Studio One's attached to it. My mic that I used for this sounds through there as well, but not the other things. So I don't get the dry DI signal. But I hadn't added the standalone Nolly plugin yet because it's still new. So now I should get it. So that's good. All right, cool. Now we're in business. Sorry about that, guys. This is it's all wonderful testing going on at the moment. All right, so let's go back to the default tone here. So this is what I give you straight out of the box. So that'll be the 5150. And they do this thing with this particular plugin because there's a variety of cabs and amps and stuff like that. Actually, I'm going to listen to that, make sure it is actually working. There we go. Yeah, it is working. Sweet. So you've got cabs. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Lenny. I appreciate you checking that. That's awesome. Yeah, I just didn't have it enabled on my routing program here. As a rookie mistake, and I made it. So 5150, whatever the linking cab for it is, you can unlink the head and cab and try different things. It sounds very much like a vintage 30. Maybe, or maybe not. Yeah, it probably is actually. That could be as well. But yeah, all really nice sounding cabs. But if you just link it, it just goes exactly to whatever cab and head they specify for that match. So yeah, with nothing going on. Yeah, I know, 2-minute wait. Goodness me. It might be something I can change on Restream actually. Like maybe there's a low latency mode in Restream that I can have a look at, but I won't mess with it now because it might mess some things up. But yeah, I did change some other settings, but maybe I didn't need to do that. Anyway, all good. But yeah, just as it is, that sounds phenomenal. But you've got 4 different stomps that you can put in front, 2 different overdrives, which is fantastic. A delay, like a preamp delay, which is good, and a compressor, which is so just chuck it on and just leave it, kind of simple. Like it's really straightforward. Like I like mucking around with stuff, like tweaking things, but like it's nice to be able to just chuck something like this on and have it just work straight away and just give you that tone you need straight away, especially for things like cleans and stuff. I'll run through that a bit later, but yeah, if I chuck on an overdrive and just do a normal TS9 OD808 style setting here. Woo. Just sounds great. Yeah, I'm the same, Lenny. I'm kind of I used to like just real natural cleans, but I actually really like a nice compressed clean now. So anyway, that's a default. Let's go through some of these Neural branded presets. This is Blasted Brit, whatever that is. So it's the amp 2. We've got what do we got? The overdrive 1 and 2 engaged together. Pretty harsh EQ here with the mids. Any graphic EQ? No graphic EQ there at all. So this is another thing. This is really cool that STL doesn't have, is a graphic EQ post amp, which is really cool. So you can really carve your tone a little bit more. What do we got here? 2 different mics set up. So 57 and I think this one is AKG 414 mics. That's creamy, man. That's so good. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I think they're both very, very similar plugins, Lenny. I think I actually tested them both before I decided to buy this one, and I tried this one a while ago, so I had to like make like a fake account and like get the trial again just to try it out. But I tried the clean. I'd never tried the clean one. I tried it, and the cleans are really, really good. I didn't love the distortion tones though. They're good. There's nothing wrong with them, but they took more tweaking. This one just seemed to be like straight out, like the presets straight out were just great. This is called British Rock Room. Like a bit of a reverb going on there. So yeah, I just sort of immediately gravitated more towards these tones. Yeah. I think. Do you mean the Pliny one's less metal, or do you mean this one? Because I think I think I agree. If you're talking about the other one, yeah. This seemed to have a lot more variation to it, like maybe more steered towards that. Plenty less. Yeah, no, I agree. This is steered more towards probably the kinds of tones I do like using. Like I don't love, I mean not love, but I don't use like a lot of full-blown high gain stuff. Like a lot of the time when I'm playing rhythm stuff, it's more heavy rock based. But even so, these tones really do. These tones really do that really well. But if I need to give it a bit of something else, I can. Having said that, the cleans in this aren't bad at all. I got a preset I played around with before that I made that I'll show you later. But really, really nice. This is a juicy chug. Let's see how this goes. It sounds a bit gross, but anyway. Yeah, that's a juicy chug. Really dry and yeah, it's beautiful. Love it, love it. Okay. Raw crunch. Oh, it's really, really dark. Yeah, I like that one, Lenny. The one before this one here, I think that one. I think that's really, really filthy. What else we got? Toners in your fingers. So this is going on that victory style. It's really cool, actually. Rough, but anyway, that's cool. I like that one. Wanna be dirty. This is a really trashy one, in a good way, like a good trashy sort of sound. Almost like a punk kind of. Yeah, it's like a lot of bottom end taken out. Plenty of gain though, man, so good. And so that's the clean amp too. Or the clean amp. Let's investigate. Both overdrives. Not a stack of gain on them. All the gains mainly coming from the amp. So. I can't read. I don't actually know. I've never used Twitch before, so I don't actually know where the chat is. It's like kind of funny actually now to think about it. Very, very much. Just call me Boomer. Is it in theater mode? Hey, there we go. I found it. And you've been commenting. Now I can see all the chat. All right, now this feels a little bit more like something's going on. Yeah, so that one's cool. That I want to be dirty. That's great. What else we got? Air raid. So this is, I think this is getting into the Nolly presets now. Yeah, so these are the Nolly ones. There's a lot of presets. They're all pretty good as well, for the most part. There we go, preset number 1 right there. got that really nice. Oh, I love it. Lovely, lovely. I would tune up real quick. You would think that, yeah, when the plugin's named after you, that your presets are probably going to be the best ones. You would hope so. Anyway, let's give it a go. That is a G, Adam. There we go. That sounds better. Okay, let's give this a go. That's number one. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going through them. I love those ping pong delays. I don't know if you guys probably can't hear it if you're not listening through headphones or speakers. Ambient breakup. Oh, very much so. Articulate lead. Okay, here we go. Ready for some bad lead guitar. There. Ah, awesome. Okay, B face clean. I guess this is like a Fender style blackface. Yeah, it's nice. It's good. Blood Eagle. I remember this one being really nice. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's nice. Lovely. Boutique Fusion lead. Very dark, very dry, but with that little bit of delay in there, a reverb in there, I think. Reverb, I don't think there's any delay. I like using these ones, Red. The Dunlop Tortex, it's a 7.4, a 0.74, sorry, I think it is. So 0.73, sorry. I've gone between these and I used to use the blue ones, the 1 mils for a long time, and then made the switch to these probably, God, like a number of years ago. And these seem to be the ones that I've fallen on, like pretty much for good now. So they got just the right amount of flex in them, but then you can kind of stiffen them up for for a bit of chugging as well. The greenies are the next one up, I reckon, in thickness, Lenny. So they're like this. It's like an 80 something, 80. And I did use those for at a point as well. That was not too bad. It's probably a little. Yeah, and the blueies are the 1 mils, which are the ones I used to use. Yeah, they're good. I like a little bit of flick in it. Maybe there's no delay. Maybe it's just wherever the internet. Twitch. It's funny, Mike, you say it, because Twitch seems not too bad. It's probably a good, maybe minute, which is not super unusual, I guess. But I'd like it to be a little bit more instantaneous. But then, hey, it is. There we go. It is running three different streams, so I guess it can only do so much, I guess. Oh, good. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, our internet sucks, Red. Regardless of what it says on the box, if it says it's super fast or whatever, it's all pretty bad. Nice clean tone. Yeah, that's pretty good, but I'll get the telly out for those cleans later. Let's go through some of these dirty tones. Makes the string sound really dead, but they're not too bad. That's pretty good. Not much going on there. Future Chug machine. I wonder if this is meant to be a sugar tone. My best bleed impression. Yeah, your phone's probably still faster than our internet though, Red. I'll never forget going to Tokyo for the first time and getting, I think I got a SIM or something like that, and doing a speed test and just being like very sad, seeing how fast their regular phone reception is, regular phone data was over there compared to our internet. It's not even worth mentioning. It was ridiculous how fast it was. Nice and thick. It's cool. I like that. Heavy rock rhythm. There's a lot of really dark sounding amps or settings. Maybe it's just my ears, maybe it's because I'm going deaf, but I like that because I find that you can add brightness to it after the fact. A lot of the time, there's a lot of bottom end, a lot of low end on this one. So yeah, presence is right back. I mean, you can crank that right up, get it to brighten up a bit more. But I actually don't mind a dark tone like that. Oh, good, they're dark for you too, Lenny. Unless we're both going deaf, maybe that's the case. I do like it though. I think I sort of tend to steer more towards a darker tone. That's a good one. I actually haven't been paying attention to this here as well because I think a lot of these might be unmatched. Yeah, there's a lot of unmatched presets here, which is cool. So this is the other thing I liked about it. This is like, you know, you could have, say, this one here, and you go like, yeah, that sounds really good. But then, like, maybe you, like, say you're recording, and you record your right side guitar here. You know, and then just for the left side, you might just switch the cab. So you got still got the same similar kind of texture as far as like the gain and all that sort of stuff on the amps, but it's like one button push to like change the tone, create like a better stereo kind of image for the guitar. I think that's really cool. Once again, another thing that the tonality plugin, it's got different amps and stuff, which is great, but the variation between the cabs are very limited. The variation between the cabs, they're two. There's one's like quite big and chunky, and then there's one that's not quite the case. Like it's sort of a little bit more kind of vintage 30 style. There's like one's like a Marshally style, and one's like more of a Mesa kind of like vintage 30 style cab. And they don't blend too well together, I don't think. They're good if you were to use both of them. Like if you get both cabs and blend them together for one guitar track, that would sound pretty good. But with this, you could easily have that one right. I have this one left, and it would actually work really well. Even that one. Like, anyway, I'm rambling. I just think that's a really, really handy thing, especially if you know you can only buy one plugin. You don't want to buy a bunch of different plugins. I feel like this would be the one, or this, or something similar. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, this is a beautiful lead tone. What do we got there? So yeah, it's like, let's have a look. Only one overdrive engaged. And no delay on the front, but delay at the back. So that's another thing too. It's got what essentially would be an effects loop delay and reverb, but you've also got the option of having another delay running preamp as well. Let's have a look at this. You got the two running. Let's play with this for a second. This is a really good setting, this one. What's that? That one's quarters. Let's keep that one on quarters actually. And let's put this one quarter triplets, is it? Okay. Bit too intense. Let's try this for fun. No PS5 yet for me, Red. I might hold off, I reckon. Pretty full on. Bring that back a little bit. As without the preamp one. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that setting. That's a great lead tone. That's awesome. All right, we'll keep moving through. Is that the New Horizon, the PS5 version or whatever, like a sequel or something, is it? This is called London's Burning. I guess it's like is it a Clash setting? Yeah, pretty clashy, I guess. Might not be. Metal rhythm. All right, let's. That's a really good. It's got, like, the other thing that I really like about it too is it really, yeah, everything. You can hear all those notes really clearly. Really good articulation. That's great. That's a good tone, that one. I've done nothing to that. What do we got? Just a bit of drive. Gains, halfway. The EQ's not unreasonable. Let me just put the mid back up again. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. This is a metal rhythm too. A bit fatter. Yeah, that's pretty cool too. Yeah, I think Red, back to your PS5. I'm talking about the PS5. I think I definitely would like to get one. I'm less inclined to get one at the moment because there's not really anything I want to play except for Demon Souls. I want to play Demon Souls very badly. But I'm not going to spend what is it, like $700 for us Aussie blokes. How much does it cost for us again? It ain't cheap, I know that. Is that a tune again? Oh, yeah, that's really good. Modern Misery. That's a really good one. Yeah, that's a great one. I like that. Nolly's Murmur. Interesting one. It's like it's quite probably that little bit of reverb. It's quite dry, obviously. But beautiful rock tone. That might be a try that one with the telly, I reckon. Let's have a look. Ugh. Did you guys notice the switcheroo of the room? It was my efforts this week to change rooms around. Yeah, a bit noisy, but let's crank that gate up for a sec. Oh God. That's a really good teletone. I like that. Yeah, it's definitely much better in here now. I've got so pretty much the layout of the room is it's a big long room that I actually share with my youngest daughter. It's her bedroom. So don't worry, she's not missing out on bedroom space. She's the size of her room behind me is very, very big. It's like this weird room we have underneath the house. It's hard to explain, but it's a big long room, and you can pretty much split it in the middle, and it becomes 2 rooms. But yeah, we are gonna put a partition between, like a curtain kind of thing, where she can feel like she's not having to worry about me making noise and stuff like that, and I can feel like, yeah, I'm not encroaching on her space too much. But yeah, it's definitely much better. I feel like I can actually, I've got space now, which is lovely. I'll have to put up a photo on the page later to show you guys, because it's got 2 windows here and a bit of natural light. It's great. The couch is alright. I don't sit on it a lot. It's good for when people come in. If I ever get like the Ascended boys come in and do some recording, it's a good spot for them to sit, which is nice. But yeah, it's yeah, this is a great tone for tellies. It's great. That was interesting. That's a noisy one. Let's switch back. I feel very noisy. Gate doesn't seem as effective as it does in other plugins, though. That's one thing I noticed. That just keeps going. Far out. Post-rock trem. Okay. So I'm going to assume it's kind of thing there. Man, that just keeps going. Woo! Good grief. Ooh, that's a good clean. Just as I put the telly down again. That's a really good clean. A lot of hiss there though. What's that hiss coming from? Apart from my oh yeah, compressor's quite up there. What else we got? Back that treble off a little bit. Oh man, geez, that makes a difference. Check this out. Wow, that's a hell of a sweep on that treble. Yeah, it's got a bit of Deftones kind of vibe, doesn't it? What do we got? Let's try yeah, it's got a bit of that Change in House of Flies kind of vibe going on there. Very, very hi-fi, I believe the word is. Prog metal rhythm. So clearly the riff to play for prog metal rhythm is open 1, right? I don't know any good prog riffs. I'm not good enough at guitar to play prog riffs. Oh, this is cool. I love guitars to do effects to do this. Come in with your big tone. Marigold. What's that? What's that track? What's that song? Who sings that? Why is the name familiar? Flat Earth and Vaccine release from Steph Carpenter. I have not looked into them. The fact that it's Flat Earth Belief. Periphery. I'll have a listen. I reckon I know the song, Lenny. I can't think of it at the moment, so I might have to listen to it muted for a sec to see if I can actually figure it out. I feel it rings a bell. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to listen to it real quick. Nah, too hard for me. Giving up straight away. I'll have to listen to it properly though. That dude, Reddy, he that's full on. He's a pretty yeah, no, absolutely, Lenny. He's let me just do this for a sec so I can talk. I think he's very you're doing better than me, Lenny, that's for sure. I wouldn't be able to play probably 10% of it. Steph Carpenter, I think he's pretty. I think he likes his weed. He likes his drugs. So I mean, I think a lot of what he says maybe take it with a grain of salt, but yeah. Also, he probably lives in a slightly different plane than we do. You can't catch a virus from someone. Has he met science? Has he seen science before? I think they believe that is definitely something to be true. I don't know. I'm happy to distance myself from that band these days because the new stuff's kind of average, but they're like one of my all-time favorite bands. Like, I love them so much. I say that I'm joking. I'm not going to distance myself from them at all. I love Deftones, but the last couple of albums haven't left much to be desired. Especially the new one. I was really, really disappointed with that new one, but anyway. D word. I'm assuming it's the how do you make a real snappy? Something like that. That's a genty kind of style. Oh, bloody hell! Like a fuzz. thrasher. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's a bit full on. Vulgar display. That's pretty good. Warm jazz. We'll skip it. I'm joking. Let's listen to it. Oh, actually, maybe we should have skipped it. They're not getting along. I don't think they've gotten along for a while. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just rumors, but I think they're I don't know. He seems like a kind of an odd cat to get along with, I reckon. Steph. It's a lot of delay. And then now into my clean. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's one of the things I think with the new album. It sounds, everything sounds very separate. Nothing really sounds cohesive to me. I don't know. They've always been one of those bands. The reason I got into them was because of Around the Fur. And you listen to something like that, you listen to Adrenaline, and then you go into White Pony, and you listen to those albums, and everything's so like it's just they're some of the best albums like I've ever heard. Like especially Around the Fur to me is like one of the best albums in my opinion of any band. I love it so much, but it's so much. It's everything is a sum of its parts. Whereas the new stuff, everything just seems to be like almost fighting against each other. Which, yeah, I don't really enjoy it as much because of that fact. Things like, like Steph just keeps getting more and more strings on his guitar. And I know that just because you're playing a 9-string or an 8-string or whatever, you don't necessarily play heavy metal like Meshuggah style, riffs and stuff like that, but it's just trying to shoehorn it into the music, and it just doesn't really it just doesn't make I don't know. I would love to see him utilize stuff like that into a way that kind of creates a sound that's more representative of what they used to be, not because I want them to do what they always did. I'm always going to be I always back a band if they want to experiment and do different things, but like for example, good example, the new Foo Fighters song. I love the Foo Fighters, one of my favorite bands of all time. Like up there with Deftones. That new song just doesn't go anywhere. Like the new single, it just sort of gets here and then goes back down, then it goes up a little bit more, and then it just goes back down again. It doesn't like it's like 6 people in the band. The song sounds like it's played by like 3 people. It just doesn't make any sense. But as someone from Australia, we very much do exist. So it's strange that they would think that, Red. It's very odd. Anyway, I'm going to stop shitting on my favourite bands, because that's awful. Yeah, same, Lenny. Yeah, I don't know what that like. So the thing that gets me about that song is I really dig the melody and the chord progression in that chorus are really good. It's very Foo Fighters, but like they don't do anything with it. Like they could make this big, massive, huge chorus. Even like Taylor's drum work, like it doesn't change the whole song. It's like a loop. It's anyway. What am I in? E. lost. Yeah, anyway, that's my yeah, it feels like a demo or something. Like it's like you guys gonna finish it, or it's like that's a good start. Where are you going next? You got a chorus. So anyway, that was all the Nolly presets. Sorry, I realized I just started playing and just got lost. This is my clean that I was messing around with. I really dig it. Drop it for a second. Now, all good, Red. Do what you got to do. Don't hold in the P. This tone, like it's so one thing I've been lacking for a bit is a really nice clean tone in a plugin. Jamming, sorry. There'll be some dodgy stuff coming up. Something cut out then, that was weird. It's cool. Anything that like anything that you can sort of chuck on like this, and that kind of, I guess, creates creativity. Like it inspires you to just play. This is one of those sounds that I really, I can, especially with this guitar, I can sit there with it and really just feel like I could just jam with it without any real particular like idea or goal. I just think it sounds really nice and makes me want to just play. Yeah, it's lovely. What was I working on? I was working on a riff idea before, like a clean one. Can't remember what it was. I should have recorded it. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, that was it. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I can figure it out again. It was like a nice little kind of simple, clean sort of run. Yeah, it's one of those ones, Lenny. One of those tones, I reckon. Good fun. All right, let's have a look here. How long have we been streaming for? Geez, it's been nearly an hour and a half. I guess we've been gas bagging. Yeah, it's a nice one, that one. I really like that clean. Like I said, I've been lacking a decent clean for a while, and now I got one, which is good. All right, before I finish up, I'm going to give this a rest in a minute. Yeah, it does. Absolutely does. Let's make one from scratch. Let's make a preset from scratch. Let's try. I'll do a dirty. We'll do a dirty one. Let's play around with a dirty one. That's gross. Can't believe I said that. Let's go to default. Let's plug in the guitar. Okay. Let's everything, you know, everything's flat. Good. Awesome. All right, let's turn the gate off actually. All right, let's start with the amp and the cab. So I've just got, I'll unlink it, but I've just got them with the recommended cab for the head for the moment. Yeah, I know, right? Like that's ridiculous. Yeah. Like I said, let's play around with making a preset, and it's done. It's really good, but let's see if we can improve on it a little bit more. So one mic, let's just stick with that for the moment. 57. That sort of tames that sort of real brittle edge from here. Might not cut through a mix as much, but I don't mind that though. Just move it away for a sec. That sounds so good. Is there any overdrive? No, there's not even an overdrive going. It's like there's nothing else going. It's just amp and cab. Far out. Okay. Let's just back a little bit of the mids off. A little bit of the presence. up, got the master down a bit. Man, that sounds really good. Okay. Maybe a little bit more presence. It's very thick. Okay, maybe I won't take too much bottom end off, because if we do engage an overdrive, which we'll do now, we'll lose a bit of that bottom end. Apparently not, though. Far out. Let's try this one instead. Man, that's insane. That's pretty good. I've got a feeling, I think it might be hard to bugger up a preset in this thing. It's great. Let's try a different mic. That's pretty good too. That's a Sennheiser. Oh, there's a lot of bottom end in that one. It's good though. Cheeky harmonic sweep. A sweep. I'll get the broom. It's about as good as I can get. Man, that is intense. Let's let's put this one back. I might put that back over here a little bit. Get some of that bottom end, that top end back into it. But let's bring in this one and let's put it roughly where the other one was here, about there. Let's back it off a little bit. See what this does for us. So that's that one. Man. Oh, these ones. Those ones. Yeah, I love those. I can do that. Yeah, it sounds really good. It's kind of done. Let's try some different cabs just cause. Definitely that vintage 30 style. Well, I think it is anyway. Don't love it as much. I like that. A lot of bottom end, but it's good. Need a bit of work. I think the best one's this one. I guess that's a vintage 30 style, but I don't. It doesn't have enough spikiness to it. Good though. Alright, let's try a different amp. Let's try this amp instead. Same settings. It's not going to be quite as gainy. Let's bring the gain of the pedal up. Man, it just doesn't take much at all. Like, you just do a little bit of something and it's like all of a sudden it's like a really usable tone straight away. That's great. Let's try that fatter cab with it. Man, that sounds really good. maybe a bit more treble this time. That's pretty good. The other thing this does as well is the master does so much. It's like it does stacks to the tone, like really, really changes it. Yeah, that's wow. The gain at 5 as well. So let's try this. Let's go gain back down here, and let's bump the gain up on the actual head. Yeah, cool. I can't believe how much that changes it. That's bonkers. I can't believe that. Morning brand. I could. This amp here, Michael, a bit of a history lesson for you. Is a 5150, and it is known as the Brown sound. So I could write a Morning Brown song and use a 5150 and call it the Morning Brown, Morning Frown. Buenas noches, you pricks. Yeah, that Auntie Donna series is pretty good. This is the clean amp. Let's see if we can undo that. Well, that was easy. Oh goodness, yeah, that's really having a go. Let's back the master up. So that's got that is a very much another flavor right there. I wouldn't use something like that on the regs, but it's you know, like something like with the telly. Oh, I just realized my Les Paul was plugged in the wrong input, so it's probably coming through too hot. Like that's because it's so fat. You know, whack on like a single coil guitar, and it's a really nice fat single coil tone. Thanks for jumping in, Lenny. Appreciate you jumping in. Thanks for helping me test all this stuff out. It's I think it's working. Honestly don't know. Hot action cop. That's really good. Really good. I love it. It's so much fun. Anyway, I'm probably going to finish up too because I didn't realize I'd been running for this long. Well, that was sort of successful, I guess. seem to have a few little bugs here and there, but it seemed to work all right. Yeah, I guess I'll keep using this thing. I just got to try and figure out the whole chat thing without it being a massive pain in the butt to try and switch between windows. The last thing I want to be doing is tap dancing between windows to sort of see all the chats. But anyway, because you know there are millions of chats going on. Not really, but be nice to know if someone's chatting to me that I can actually chat back to them without them thinking I'm ignoring them. But I'll figure it out. I'm sure there's a YouTube tutorial online. Bad captain desaturation. Oh my god! All right. I think we're done. I think we're done here. Thank you all for jumping on. Thank you everybody for jumping on to check all those different services for me. I'm going. I'm done. I've had enough. You guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see